let's go to the next one. Okay, Limi Yifang says, hello, Abe. I'm recently a fresh graduate student in Malaysia. I want to be a 3D environment artist as well. Let's take a look. Okay, so you're gonna be the victim of my first like a rant today, Lim Yingfeng, sorry. And my advice, I always mention this: if you wanna be an environment artist, you need to do environments, man. You need to do environments. Like, these are props. These are not environments. The only two environments that I see are these two over here. We're gonna take a look at those in just a second. And it's not necessary. Again, you gotta be very mindful, guys. I know everyone who has used Blender has done the donut tutorial, of course, from Blender Guru. I've done it myself. I must have my render somewhere. It's fine. It's a fun render. This is not a portfolio render. This is not a portfolio work, okay, Lim? So you don't want to have that there. Like, we can see that you know how to do 3D without seeing the donut. Now, some of these assets look quite nice, like this Stanley hammer. That's a nice one. I would definitely like to see a couple of wireframes. There you go, nicely optimized. So you get some nice assets, but they look so weird just by themselves, right? So right here, this like camera, this is not the greatest asset. The texture is very lumpy and a little bit dirty. But if this is just there by itself, it's not that great, right? So you need to find a way on how to integrate these assets in something a little bit closer to this, where you have more elements going on and where you can definitely push it. This camera, this like new texture on the camera, definitely better. And that's another point. Very important, guys. If you already have a piece that you improved upon, right? Like this is the old version of the camera and this is the new version of the camera, delete this one. You don't need this one right here, okay? You don't need this one. What are my PC specs, Amandip? I got the 3080 Ti, 64 gigs of RAM, a Ryzen 7 5800X, and a lot of hard drives for all of the stuff that I save. So now let's go to the environment. Yeah, so this to me would not qualify as an environment, and I'm gonna explain why. It just looks like multiple props that you throw into a scene. Like this rock doesn't make a lot of sense. Some of those like landscape material looks a little bit weird. The plants also look a little bit out of place. And even though the Torii gates and the lanterns and everything, they look nice, it's not looking as an environment. Like if I see your portfolio right now, Lim, what I'm seeing is I'm seeing a prop artist, not an environment artist. If you want to do environment, we need to see more foliage. We need to see more modular buildings. We need to see more sculpting. I don't see a lot of sculpting. I see a lot of modeling, but maybe you're still learning about ZBrush. If you want to check the ZBrush course on the site, go for it. But this is the kind of stuff that we really need to work, because simple assets such as this ones, like just one grenade, just one set of headphones, just one alarm clock, they're not going to be enough to really bring your portfolio to the level that people are expecting in the industry, okay? What do you recommend for aspiring environment artists that may not have the best PC to make full environments for portfolio pieces? Oh, that's a tough one, man. You can definitely, like, if you cannot do the full scene, just doing the kit, right? That could be a good way to start. So doing this kind of stuff, right? Like this, where you show all of the different pieces that could potentially make up a level. That would be a good one. But to be honest, I mean, unless you're working with a very old computer, you like the computer that you have, even if the renders take long, should be able to handle some like nice modular constructions. Let's see. I'm at DBS, my friend. I do work. I mean, I don't work in like the big industry. I have my own studio. We do VR development, and I do this teaching project, this channel here on YouTube. It's a very wide question that what you're asking there, like how do they work in the industry pipelines. We've covered that a million times. Take a deep dive on the tutorials on my site. Take a deep dive on the YouTube channel. You're gonna find a lot of information about that, okay? There we go. Let's go to the next one.